Tom Clark's 30-Minute Fun Show is a Boink Studios production. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Boink Studios. And check us out on boinkstudios.com, where you can see all of our projects, past, present, and future. And now, on with the show. Hey, what is up? This is Tom Clark's 30-Minute Fun Show. I'm Tom. Say hello to the boy.
Hello!
It's been a month of Sundays since we've been with you. This is episode number 36. 36 on your podcast dial. WTOM. What do you think? Like a radio station?
Yeah.
Yeah? Nothing? Okay. So, it's a beautiful day. It's a Saturday. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. We're going to have a good day. We've done a bunch of nothing all week. Well, you've done stuff all week. I have not. So, yeah, I've had some vacation time I took this week. It's been quite nice not to have to be anywhere or do anything or anything like of that nature. So, it occurred to me that we haven't done a show in 2 months.
Yes.
That's insane. Tell the good people what you've been up to.
Playing Fortnite.
Uh-huh.
And going outside.
Uh-huh.
And playing with my friends.
Yes.
And doing schoolwork.
Right.
And...
Fighting ninjas?
No.
No? See, every time I ask someone what they're doing, if they don't say fighting ninjas, it's a little bit of a letdown. I'm waiting for the guy that says, oh, I fought some ninjas, and they just go about their day, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. What else did you do last week? What did you go back to? School.
Ugh.
Why that sound?
Because.
Well,
I like school.
You don't like school, but you like it so far this year.
Yeah.
So tell me about how school's been going for you. What's the difference between 3rd grade and 4th grade?
4th grade, I feel like, is kind of easier.
Yeah?
But not as much.
Well, 4th grade's probably going to be harder in the long run. You got a good teacher, though.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like
she doesn't give us homework on the weekends.
That's a good teacher. I'm really impressed by that.
But our 3rd grade teacher had to give us homework.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with the curriculum, because a lot of stuff these teachers are giving you guys to do, it doesn't come from them. It comes from what they say they have to do, what the school system says they have to do. That's my guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And someone just had a birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am now 10.
You're now 10. 10 going on 20. Crazy. So, what kind of cake did we have?
Fortnite cake.
It was pretty good, right? The bad part is we've been trying to cut down. For the past month and a half, I guess.
Yeah.
We've been trying to cut down. Yours truly has lost 17 pounds. And I actually gained a pound this week.
Yeah.
Because we cheated all week long, which is terrible. But I'll get there eventually. It's just going to take some time. But yeah, man, it's hard to not cheat. Birthday cake, chips. We went out and had Chinese twice this week because...
Yeah.
Oh, but it was so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. You know, it made me sad to see you go back to school. I'm not kidding. I hated it. Actually. I didn't want to see you go back, man. If I could have been off that Monday and took you to school myself, I would have, but
yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
I thought you were off that Monday.
No, you don't remember?
No.
We were off that Sunday together.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. It was sad for me because we had a good summer. We spent our summer bowling.
And going to the fight.
And you know what's funny? We didn't get anything out on the podcast.
No.
We didn't get any of the strikes on the podcast. I got a
4-bagger.
A 4-bagger in a game. I didn't get that on the podcast because we didn't record for the summer.
Yeah.
We had 2 straight months of no recording.
Yes.
Our last episode was Heroes Con or Bust.
Yeah.
That's when we went down to Charlotte. So, yeah, we got to get better at this, man. I'll be honest with you. It's tough sometimes to to keep a full-time podcast schedule along with everything else we have to do.
And then we might do that again today. First we're going to the dugout, then we're going to go to the fire, and we might bowl too.
Yeah, well, maybe. We'll see. The bowling passes are dead, by the way. So it would have to be, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if we could do 3 games, but I hate to not go back, man. I miss going. But, yeah, man, we had bowling passes this summer, and they were awesome. You pay one flat rate, and you get to go, and it's for the whole summer, man. You're not paying anything every day. You just go in, show them the card, you get 3 games apiece plus shoe rental for free, or included. So that was fun. I miss that.
Hey, I think I can snap now.
Yeah. Well, sort of. You're getting there. Yeah. You just got to keep working on it. Always.
I usually do it from my middle finger, from my thumb up, down.
Well, some people can snap, I think, on their other fingers. You might try that sometime. I don't know if you can, but I don't know. I guess it's possible. It seems like middle finger would be easier, though.
Yeah.
You're going to need that middle finger later in life. It's going to come in handy.
Yep.
I'm not going to tell you why. So, yeah, it's a beautiful day, man. We're finishing up our weekend before I have to head back to, work for the man again. And
then I have to head back to darn school.
Yeah, you had this past Monday off for Labor Day, which was your birthday, which turned out great.
Yes.
The timing is perfect. That's the thing about your birthday. It usually falls, it always falls Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Because just the way it's timed out. So, yeah, it was a good summer. Do you agree?
Yes.
Good summer. I had fun.
And I'm about to sweat to death again today.
Well, maybe not. I don't know what the temp right now says. It's 82, but I don't know if that's true or not. 82 is not bad. It's better than 92, but I'll be honest with you. Fall is around the corner, and I'm good with the fall. I have no issue with fall at all. But my biggest issue
is the coldness.
Is I hate the cold weather. I despise the cold weather. There's nothing about cold weather I like. It's just absolutely terrible. Oh, I hate it. I hate the cold. I hate being cold. When it's hot outside, like really hot, I can get in some AC. I can get in central air. I can stay inside. I can turn it on in the car. I can, wear a t-shirt. But in the wintertime, it's like I can never get warm enough or something. It's terrible. So that's just me. I'm not a fan of the winter. Have we seen any movie? What's the last movie we went to see?
No, Infinity War.
No. We've seen Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Mom went to go see it.
Well, I'm thinking about you and me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about you and me that we went to see. Or
we went to go see that with Mom too.
No, I know. I'm saying not a movie that I've seen without you. I'm talking about a movie that we've seen together. So yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Was that the last one we went to see? No, we went to see Teen Titans Go.
Yes.
Which is very fun. It was good. We cracked up. It was a funny little flick, man. They had a lot of inside jokes in there, a lot of stuff where they're making fun or having fun with Deadpool and stuff like that and Marvel. But it's funny because in the Deadpool films, no, I know, but they made the Deadpool joke.
Oh yeah, they thought it was Deadpool.
Yeah. Say something inappropriate. That's awesome.
Say something inappropriate to the camera.
Yeah. So that's fun. And then the Deadpool movies, he flat out mentions DC, which is cool. Mentions Batman and stuff. That's pretty cool. So, and both companies having a little fun of it with each other. So, I'm all for it, man. I've been a comic book nerd all my life. And speaking of comic book nerd, I've been busy this week. Apart from podcasting and writing my columns, I decided to finally, after years of my comics sitting in the closet, someone needs some breaks. I decided to finally try to organize my long boxes. So it's a little hard to navigate through my office right now. Why is that?
Because there's long boxes everywhere.
There's stacks of comics as far as the eye can see. Can't appreciate how many you have until you start going through them. It's insane. I've rebagged and reboarded a bunch. Like put them in new bags with new boards because the bags are like yellow. They've got age on them,
And then now we're going to get a another long box today.
Well, if they're not too pricey, I'm gonna get 4 of them. Because I got to replace the 4 that I need to replace are yellow, man. They're just, they're weathered, you know. And thanks to not only the way this town can be sometimes, but I'm sure the economy as well. We're down to one comic book store, and it's not even a comic book store. It's primarily a trading card place.
Cards or comics?
Yeah, and the game cards and stuff, you know, where you do like Magic the Gathering and all that garbage.
Yeah.
And, if these guys don't have long boxes, I guess I'll have to order them online from Amazon and just get to them when I can. But it occurred to me last night, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I've gone through 4 boxes. I got 4 left to go through. And I've got so many stacks of books all through my office that I literally can't move.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what would be cool? If I had an empty box to put these in, like categorized and sorted, that way I can create some room to move.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, I need new boxes anyway. That's brilliant. So now I'm doing it, or going to. Right now I've got a Daredevil box, I've got a Punisher box, and I've got a Spider-Man box.
And you got that other box.
Well, but the 4th box is probably going to be Wolverine.
Probably.
And I'm trying to keep everything together. So all my Spider-Man related books will be in one box, all the Punisher in one. You get the idea. But I feel like once I'm more organized, it's going to be a little bit easier to go through there. So, someone's been playing Xbox like crazy.
Yes.
So I know we've probably got people that listen that play Fortnite. So
Fortnite's the best game.
Yeah, in your opinion. I still don't know what the object of the game is, and you've not been able to explain it to me very well. What is the object of Fortnite?
The object of Fortnite is you're going to try to be last standing to do like challenges and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And that can level you up, and you could get battle stars for if you like have battle passes or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Or like you have the free battle pass that you already get, then you can like get tier 100 to get the Ragnarok skin, and that's all.
Well, I've told you before, you always say the word boring. It seems very boring to me.
No.
Like, I don't know. I look at that game, I'm like, this guy looks so boring. You're just running around. That's what it looks like.
Shooting people.
I know, but God, what a terrible thing to do.
Yeah, but still.
Trust me, if any of you folks out there are parents and you're questioning my parenting skills, believe me when I tell you that the boy and I have already had this massive conversation about, what the right and wrong thing to do is, and, how a person should conduct themselves, and how these are all just games and there's no reason to get upset and all this other stuff. So, yeah, we could have went that way and maybe got there a little quicker, but I kind of forgot about that turn. There's still a lot of parts of this town that I get screwed up on. Mm-hmm. We live in a town here in North Carolina, and Conover / Hickory, North Carolina, and the main part of Hickory is a lot of one-way streets and avenues, like 16th Avenue, 14th Avenue, northwest, southeast, southwest, southeast, all this other crap.
Yeah.
And for someone that didn't grow up in that, it's really hard. Like, I can't imagine driving through New York City.
Mexican food.
Mexico.
I said Mexican food.
Oh, I love Mexican food.
It's so good.
It's so good. We were talking, what was it, yesterday? The other day we went to Target. We were talking about the best Mexican food we've ever had.
Oh, yes.
Was in Mexico.
Yes.
Oh, my God, it was so good.
The reason why it was so good is because it was made in Mexico, not no darn Hickory or Conover.
Yeah, a little bit of a difference there. But the tortillas were different, right?
Yeah.
They were like thick tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they had an odd texture to them.
Yeah.
But they were delicious. And the rice was out of this world. I know we've talked about the trip here on the show, but
still.
Oh my God. It's like some meals you eat and like you just never forget what that meal tasted like. And that's one meal I'll never forget what that meal tasted like.
Yeah.
So, a lot of things have happened in the past 2 months, man. A lot of stuff we haven't been able to talk about or haven't had a chance to talk about together and on the show or anything.
Yeah.
So he was talking about movies. We're still watching some TV and stuff. Yours truly is still doing the wrestling thing. And we'll plug the shows at the end of this episode, as we always do, and plug the websites and whatnot.
Oh, and we finally got more new shows on, whatever it's called, I forgot.
What is it? Netflix?
No. Tom and Kyle's Comedy Action Hour.
Well, okay, let me tell you what happened. So Kyle and I sat down to record an episode, and this is the dumbest story ever. He's in his bathroom.
What? Wait.
Because it was the only room in the house that he could get some privacy at that time. He's married with kid like we are, and, you know, he's like, I call him and I said, hey, man, what's up? And I get this crazy echo like he's in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, where are you? And he goes, I'm in my bathroom. I'm like, dude, like, I can't fix that. I can't fix an echo on the audio recording. And I'm like, all upset. I'm like, dude, this is not going to work. And it's been well over a year since we recorded.
Yeah.
And because Kyle can't get his schedule to match up with mine, I blame him. It's all his fault. It's not really his fault. But I need a scapegoat. I need an Oswald. He's my Lee Harvey. I'm just saying. You don't get that reference, but it's all right.
No,
So, that's history, kid. We'll go through history one day. Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
A fiery puff of smoke. Anyway, so guess what? We recorded almost an hour. It wasn't even
that way.
Huh? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I told you I get turned around.
Yeah.
So we recorded almost an hour, but it was not an hour. So guess what? We didn't do the episode. Yeah, I didn't do the episode. I've got the audio. I don't even know if I can use it. I guess I could, I don't know, find a way to make it work, but it wasn't. I think Kyle would probably admit it wasn't the best conversation we've ever had. I don't think it was crazy fun like we've had in the past. But, you know, to your point, we do need to somehow figure this out. Because I want to get back on the Comedy Action Hour and get it moving again in the right direction. Tom Clark's Main Event, however, just recently celebrated
100 episodes.
Thank you very much. 100 episodes. I'm very proud of that. The show's been going for about 4 years. You know, there's a lot of my peers doing what I'm doing who probably are way more successful with it than I am, but I enjoy doing it. It's fun for me. It's never been more fun than it is right now, because now I take this show live. I take the show live on Facebook every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. By the way, you're wrong. The dugout's back that way.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Yes. Remind me never to listen to a 10-year-old ever again. Yes, we have passed it. Oh. This episode is called...
Driving around not listening to a 10-year-old.
Yeah. Never listen to a 10-year-old. That's this episode. Because it's a horrible idea. We're turning around again because yours truly can't focus.
I feel like it's the way that we were just going.
Well, you're wrong. It's up the other way, kid.
Doesn't feel like it.
Well, it's because we never go that way. So here's Tom and Wesley going to the comic book store part 2. Jeez. Never listen to a 10-year-old.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So... yeah, it's funny, man, because we hang out all the time, right? Huh?
Yeah.
And we'll have conversations, and I start talking to you like you're an adult.
Uh-huh.
And it's weird because you're so far from being an adult, it's not even funny. And, like, I'll talk to you about stuff, I'm like, wait a minute, he's a kid. So, it's tough. Yeah, it's way up here, remember?
Yeah.
That insurance person is going to come running out of her little office there, shaking her fist at me. I saw you turning around in my driveway.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that place was right there. It's funny when you say farm, yeah. I wonder if Jake's in there.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm.
Got the khakis.
Yeah. What kind of pants are you wearing? I'm wearing khakis.
Yeah.
Here it is.
There's the Amish Oak.
The dugout.
Amish Oak warehouse. What? Man,
That's
the next
bread
time...
store.
Huh?
That's the bread store.
The next time you're driving through your town, really take a look at places that maybe you've never been to. I guarantee you'll be like, I never knew this was here.
And then read different crap and not know what it would be.
Oh, that's she's just sitting on a rock.
That's creepy.
Sitting on a rock is creepy?
Yes.
In the middle of town, I suppose it could be.
You never know what could happen.
On a rock.
Yes, someone in our neighborhood almost got robbed.
That's true. You can't trust people, especially on a rock.
Not trust people.
People are crazy. So listen, we're gonna time travel, but you'll never notice the difference. So, yeah.
When's the last time we've been here?
Been a long time. We've never been in this part. That when they were down there, we were here.
Yeah, we were.
But not
always
at this direction.
Here.
We'll see what they have. Back in a scoosh. And just like that, we're back.
Yeah.
So
they didn't have no long boxes.
They didn't have any long boxes. We went in there.
They had short boxes.
Yeah, I haven't been in this place in a long time. The cat sees us come in, doesn't acknowledge us. He kind of looks at me, doesn't say anything. And then finally, after browsing through there, he goes, "Can I help you find anything?" I'm thinking, well, yeah, where were you 5 minutes ago, pal?
Yeah.
I'm like, I need some long boxes. And he's like, well, we're sold out. I'm like, awesome. So now I get to go back and order them on Amazon, I suppose.
Yep.
That'll be fun. I have to wait. Today's Saturday. We're probably looking at Wednesday before I can even get them here. Ugh.
Just for long boxes.
Well, there's no one else in town that has them. No one I can think of. If anyone did have anything like that, it wouldn't be the right thing. It'd be a sub, like something similar, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm just trying to do right by my collection. I invested a lot of money in those books, dude.
99 cents.
Your grandmother invested a lot of money, too. Because when I was a kid, she helped me pay for a lot of it. And it was me getting allowance that bought a lot of them, too. So, yeah, man, it's all good.
What did you do to get allowance? Chores?
Yeah.
In the yard?
I did all kinds of stuff that you don't want to do, which is why you don't get allowance.
Yeah.
You could just think, you could have money every week, but you won't do anything.
But I, first of all, don't want to mow. Second of all,
who said I was mowing?
Up.
Who said I was mowing?
I could one day whenever I get older.
If you want any allowance from me, you got to earn it, kid.
Yep.
It's not going to be handed out. No one hands you anything in this life except bills.
Yep. And checks.
No, you got to work for the checks. Man, you got a lot to learn, kid. So yeah, so much for our journey to get long boxes. So yeah, we had dinner yesterday at it made me think Longhorn. Yeah, we just passed.
Longhorn, their food is so good.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Last night it was.
And I didn't have anything too awful bad last night. I mean, we didn't eat bad at all. It was just.
Well, I just got a cheeseburger and mixed fruit. And
well,
water.
the cheeseburger part's bad, but
yeah.
you know.
Mixed fruit in the water, wasn't it?
No. Yeah, man, it just all depends on where you go. You can go to the worst restaurant in town and find a way to make it healthy. You can go to a fast food joint. Just get a salad. You know what I mean?
I wonder why they made that place, but then they just had it for sale.
What are you talking about?
That grill right there that used to have the...
Well, Sunday opened it, but it didn't do any business.
So now it's available.
Yes. That's the third time they changed it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was third. I thought it was the fourth. Because then they changed it to like Wesley's Tavern or something.
Yeah, that didn't work out, did it?
Yep.
So I think maybe if we... I just don't want to pay a fortune for bowling.
Yeah.
But I think we need to do that before you go jumping. Because you'll be exhausted. Because you're always exhausted.
No, I'm not.
I don't want to hear it. If you're going to do this, we're going to do it my way.
No, I just want to jump.
Huh?
I just want to jump.
You're not going to go bowling with me? Well, you're with me. You may as well go. That's where we're going.
But I want to jump first.
No, you'll be exhausted.
No, I won't.
I know, my kid. And I know how you are.
No, I won't.
You'll be so tired you won't want to do anything.
I've done it before.
When?
I went jumping and then going bowling.
Do you remember what the name of this episode is?
What?
What is it?
I don't know.
Never listen to a 10-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
But
You're the...
still,
Oh, look at this.
holy crap.
God almighty.
Idiot.
Moron. People don't know how to drive.
No.
Have we established that on the show?
Car had to stop because another car was right in front of it,
Yeah.
right in the middle of the road.
Turning against traffic, I might add. Just absolutely ridiculous.
Learn how to drive people.
Thank you. That one's got her phone up in front of her head watching something as she's driving. I mean, we might be recording, but I'm not watching anything.
Yeah.
I'm watching the road. Went to the guitar place last night. Haven't been in there in a while. Pulled down a few basses off the wall and got to play a little bit. They changed the name of the place. It was Music Center.
Yeah,
and now it's
Music and Arts.
Music and Arts.
But there's no art in there.
Well, no. It's not art as in painting.
Oh.
The arts. It's like, instruments and, singing and stuff. The arts. It could also be performing arts like acting.
Mm-hmm.
But, I played a Fender bass, which is, it's a bass I'm never going to buy because it's $600 and that's not happening. But it was nice. Had a good sound, had a good feel to it. I also played a Yamaha bass, which I never played Yamaha before, and man, it was clunky. Just wasn't a good experience at all. I like to rest my thumb usually on a pickup, and the pickups are huge on that thing, and I couldn't get my fingers to cooperate where I needed them to be because I don't strum with a pick on a bass. I never have played like that. I can't play like that. It doesn't sound right anyway. So, but he's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Hey man, if you want to let me plug up, play a little bit, I'm down with that." So I did. So yeah, nice place.
I can't stand the sound of the strings whenever you go up and down.
Why?
It always gives me goosebumps.
Oh. Well, I did recently buy a cord to plug in the laptop so I can use the bass on GarageBand, which, by the way, I finally got a new laptop.
Yeah.
It's a Mac Airbook, and it's amazing. It's like going from the Stone Age to, the Space Age, really, because my old laptop was 8 years old. It had seen better days. It was slower than a turtle. It was not fun at all. It had outlived its usefulness. Everything about it was slow. I guess that guy thought he had the green arrow or green light. He could just go, but it's not an arrow; it's a light, which means there's still oncoming traffic still coming.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful, yo. Oh, this episode kind of sounds like Dear Diary or something. Mm-hmm. This episode kind of sounds like a diary entry for us, or that's weird. The show goes from fun and games, entertainment to life lessons to a diary entry. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's 1 minute it's an adventure, next minute it's a lesson in life. But I can tell people what I think this show is, but at the end of the day, I can't really decide it because sometimes things just become one thing or another. It's kind of difficult to explain. It is what it is. So we have arrived at the bowling alley. The alley in which to bowl. Is that how Starfire would describe it?
No.
What would she say then? That's what she does. She takes a simple term and complicates it. I want to go to the alley in which to bowl. Our passes are dead. So
we're either going to do 1 or 2 games. Because we're not going to do 3, because that would be a fortune.
Probably would. When I take you to the trampoline joint, I'm going to sit back and order my long boxes on Amazon. Yep. And hope it doesn't take a month of Sundays to get here. Speaking of a month of Sundays, I promise you it won't take a month of Sundays before we record again. But we're about to wrap it up. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was episode 36. We got to remind you to check out the website, which is called
Tom and Kyle's Comedy Action Hour.
That's a podcast.
Yeah.
What's the website called?
Oh, Boink Studios.
BoinkStudios.com, baby. We can find Tom Clark's 30-minute fun show, Tom Clark's main event, and Tom and Kyle's Comedy Action Hour. I knew I'd screw that up. Remember to check out Tom Clark's main event every Friday live on Facebook Live on Wrestling Rumors Facebook page at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, high noon as it were. Be sure to come back, check out our show here. Check me out on WrestlingRumors.net as well as theSportsDaily.com, theChairShot.com, and as of October, I will be announcing another website opportunity that I have. I'm amped up, ready to get started. It's been pushed back a bit, but October should be the month when I roll out on that. That'll be fun too. So, ready to have some fun? I am. Let's make this week end with a bang. Let's get out there and do it. Hey, man, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll be back real soon with another episode 37 of Tom Clark's 30-minute fun show. That'll be fun, right? All right, as always, I'm giving the boy the last word. I hope you've been thinking about this and you're going to make it a good one. So before we go, last thing, boy, hit 'em!
Download Fortnite!